स्पिरिचुअलिटी क्या है?
If you speak positively, if you do positively, if you help people, that is the food for the angel. Then the angel will occupy gradually your heart entirely. We have energy meridians or energy nerves, which is called Sushumna. And on
Okay.
both the side is Ida and Pingla. As we grow spiritually, those two start coming up. You fly in the inner realm.
स्पिरिचुअल हीलिंग क्या होती है?
Body heals. That is what spiritual healing is. Pranic healing is completely logical healing because it is based on quantum physics. So if you see this person's body, he has got liquid also, he has got solid also, he has got gas also, and if you see in certain parts it's showing stars. That is what ether is, space. That is what plasma body is. The universal energy with which the healing is done, it supplements the lack in the body. So either there is congestion of negative energy or there is lack of positive universal energy. Essence of universe is balance.
व्हाट इज द चक्रा?
These chakras, they flush out all the used up diseased energies and it draws in fresh prana, life energy. Or if we are giving healing, it draws in the healing energy. People think that there are seven chakras, but we actually have many chakras. There are different colors depending on what kind of mood I am in.
क्या इसको ही हम ऑरा कह सकते हैं? कैन यू सी द ऑरा?
Well, we don't talk about it publicly.
अगर मैं किसी को स्टेयर कर रहा हूँ, आई वाज एबल टू सी अ लेयर्स।
You're seeing energy.
अभी क्यों नहीं देख पाता? गुरु पद्मनाभा जी और उनका तंत्र के साथ में क्या रिलेशन है?
Shakyamuni Buddha had said, 8 years after my death, the second Buddha will be born. He will do healings, he will teach, but in a limited way in the Himalayas. He was born in a big lake when the king was going for a hunting expedition. He suddenly saw in the lake a big fiery lotus and an 8-year-old boy playing. But he was a fully enlightened guru when he was born. That is why he's called the lotus born.
व्हाट इज द कोर थिंग अबाउट हिज वर्क?
You can peak from that bottom to the highest order.
आज हम ये पॉडकास्ट कर रहे हैं तो उनका एक आशीर्वाद हमारे साथ में है।
Definitely. वो नहीं चाहते तो ये हो ही नहीं पाता.
साइकिक सेंस की बात की थी, उसका मीनिंग क्या होता है और उससे क्या होता है?
Psychic attack मतलब I am thinking a very crude negative thought.
नजर लगना कह सकते
हाँ,
हैं?
नजर लगना is a part of pranic healing. We heal that.
सोल का जो ट्रैवल रहता है वो कैसे रहता है? मतलब बर्थ से पहले से लेके डेथ के बाद तक आपने किसी ऐसे सोल को देखा है कि जो प्योर है?
आ, देखिए ऐसा
क्या मैं अपने नेकेड आई से ब्यूटीफुल सोल को देख सकता हूँ?
I will partially share.
व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ माय लाइफ एंड व्हाट इज द गोल ऑफ माय सोल?
The goal of the soul is the purpose of life.
जो मेरे रिलेशनशिप्स है,
Hmm.
उसके जो मेरे बैड पैचेस है,
Hmm.
इसको कैसे हैंडल?
When I go through all that suffering, I have worked out my karma. And then it goes as per the plan, soul plan. The soul contracts happen. We all have soul contracts.
सोल प्लान,
Yes.
सो इज इट अ प्लान ऑफ गॉड?
So we come here to learn life lessons. The more good that you do, the more, you are structuring your life properly.
इफ वी ब्रॉडर द मीनिंग ऑफ रिलेशनशिप,
Hmm.
मतलब मैं उसमें पेरेंट्स को ऐड करूंगा, रिलेटिव्स, सिबलिंग्स और फ्रेंड्स को भी ऐड करूंगा,
Hmm.
तो इनका भी सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है?
Why are you meeting them? Why are they coming? Nothing is a coincidence.
डेस्टिनी को क्या हम चेंज कर सकते हैं हमारे?
Definitely we can.
मैनिफेस्टेशन, और उसको स्टार्ट करने की प्रोसेस कैसी है?
Manifestation does not happen like that.
मुझे खुद को सेल्फ क्योर करना है, सेल्फ हील करना है, तो मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ?
Nature heals your body.
What is the meaning of mantra and what is the difference between mantra and shloka?
Mantra is tuning into certain sound energies.
क्या मंत्रा को हम एज अ हीलिंग प्रैक्टिस यूज कर सकते हैं? तो ऐसे कौन से मंत्र है कि जो हमें चांट करनी चाहिए?
And if you want everything combined, khichdi, which will give you everything, chant Om.
हेलो दोस्तों, दी हर्षा टॉक शो में आपका स्वागत है। हमारे लाइफ में काफ़ी इश्यूज रहते हैं, वो इश्यूज को कवर करने के लिए या फिर उससे हम बाहर निकल सके, इसलिए हम काफ़ी लोगों की हेल्प लेते हैं। जैसे फैमिली हो गई, फ्रेंड्स हो गए, रिलेटिव्स हो गए, काफ़ी ऑब्वियसली क्लोज रिलेटिव्स, हम उनकी हेल्प लेते हैं और एक हमें थोड़ा ठीक लगता है। लेकिन काफ़ी ऐसे इशू रहते हैं हमारी लाइफ में जिसको हम खुद से सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते और ना ही हमारे जो लव वंस है वो हमें हेल्प कर सकते हैं। तो यहाँ पे हमें काम में आता है एक हीलर। हीलर हमारे लाइफ में, हमारे माइंड में, हमारे सोल में जितने भी इश्यूज है या फिर इम्बैलेंस एनर्जीज है उनको बैलेंस करने की कोशिश करता है या फिर वो बैलेंस करवा के देता है। आज का टॉपिक हमारा स्पिरिचुअल हीलिंग और प्राणिक हीलिंग के ऊपर ही है, और ऑब्वियसली अलग अलग एस्पेक्ट हमने इसके ऊपर डिस्कस किए हैं, और एक सनातन के भी कुछ पार्ट्स हमने इसके ऊपर डिस्कस किए हैं। आज के हमारे गेस्ट है मोनिता सेनगुप्ता दास, और पॉपुलरली इनको जाना जाता है मोंडी के नाम से। मोनिता जी को अप्रोक्सीमेटली 30 ईयर्स या फिर उससे भी ज़्यादा का एक्सपीरियंस है, जिसमें उन्होंने काफ़ी लोगों को सर्विस दी है प्राणिक हीलिंग में और हीलिंग प्रैक्टिसेस में भी। तो यहाँ पे हमने काफ़ी अच्छे से डिस्कशन किया है। ये डिस्कशन को आप प्लीज़ अपने रिलेटिव्स के साथ, अपने फैमिली के साथ, अपने लव वंस के साथ शेयर कीजिए। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा ये वीडियो को काफ़ी सारे लोगों के साथ में शेयर कीजिए। ऑब्वियसली आपकी फैमिली, आपके फ्रेंड्स, आपके रिलेटिव्स, और वो हर लव वन पर्सन के साथ में जिसको आप क्योर देखना चाहते हो। सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग टाइम, लेट्स जंप इनटू द पॉडकास्ट। एक छोटी कहानी से आज का पॉडकास्ट का स्टार्ट करना चाहूँगा कि एक छोटा बच्चा रहता है, बाहर में खेलते रहता है। खेलते-खेलते उसके पैर को लग जाता है, घुटने को चोट आ जाती है। तो ही स्टार्टेड ब्लीडिंग। वो अपने माँ के पास जाता है, बोलता है कि काफ़ी खून निकल रहा है, वुंड हुआ है, तो आप मुझे ट्रीट करो करके। वो पहले फर्स्ट एड वगैरह करती है, बाद में उसके गालों पे और फोरहेड पे चूमती है और उसको गले लगा लेती है। जैसे ही बच्चा भी झट से पकड़ लेता है, तो बच्चे को ये लगता है कि माँ के फूंक ने और जो किस किया है उसके वजह से मुझे हीलिंग मिला है, और माँ को ये लगता है कि बच्चे ने मुझे पकड़ लिया है तो मेरा जितना भी नेगेटिव एनर्जीज है वो उसने एब्जॉर्व कर लिया है।
Mhm.
तो एक छोटा सा एक हीलिंग का एक एग्जांपल है, दो हमारे टॉपिक से थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है, लेकिन सोचा कि इससे आज का स्टार्ट किया जाए। मोनिता जी, दी हर्षल टॉक शो में आपका स्वागत है।
Dhanyavad. Thank you very much. But I would like to say that this is exactly what healing is. जब भी वो माँ पकड़ लेते हैं, the mother hugs, there is love energy, which is the topmost healing energy transferring from mother to son. And actually the child gets healed. Healing उससे सबसे ज़्यादा होता है. Just imagine when a child comes back with the report card and shows it to the mother, and the mother pats on the back. That feeling of good, it heals all the hard work that he has put on all those days before the exam. That is what really healing is.
व्यूअर्स के लिए मैं बता रहा हूँ कि आपने क्या-क्या किया है। एक्चुअली फर्स्ट टाइम है कि मैंने बहुत कुछ लिख के लाया है, वो मैं सबके सामने पढ़ के बताऊँगा, क्योंकि लिस्ट काफ़ी बड़ी है। मोनिता जी ने लाइफ कोच, फिर बाद में ट्रेनर, काउंसलर एंड थेरेपिस्ट, फिर बाद में स्पिरिचुअल हीलर, कर्मा हीलर, फिर नेशनल स्विमर विथ मेडल, उसके बाद में माउंटेनियर, एंड अगेन एक आपको उसके अगेंस्ट में एक मेडल मिला है, और वो भी इंदिरा जी से।
वो वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड था
वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड था एक्चुअली, करेक्ट। फिर बाद में मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर, ऑथर, फोटोग्राफर, कल्चरल एंड स्पिरिचुअल एम्बेसडर टू द फॉरेन डेलीगेट्स। और कुछ बाकी है?
आई एम अ ह्यूमन बीइंग फर्स्ट, यही सबसे बड़ा क्वालिफिकेशन मेरा है। बाकी तो बस एज अ सर्विस टू ह्यूमैनिटी आई ट्राई टू डू व्हाटएवर इज पॉसिबल।
इतना सब कुछ करने के लिए मुझे आई गेस सो 3-4 जन्म तो लेने पड़ेंगे।
वेल, आई वॉज ऑलवेज पैशनेट, एंड बचपन से मेरे पेरेंट्स भी बहुत सपोर्टिव रहे हैं. दे वॉन्टेड मी टू बी इन टू स्विमिंग. जब मैं 2 साल की थी, मेरी मदर लेके जाते थे स्विमिंग कोच के पास, और वहाँ पे मुझे ये भी याद है, दे यूज्ड टू थ्रो मी फ्रॉम वन पूल टू द अदर टू प्ले लाइक अ बॉल. That is how it started. When I was 10 years old, that was my first nationals. And at that age only, I did the world record in mountaineering, climbing Kala Patthar, which is on the Everest base camp. And subsequently, of course, Mrs. Indira Gandhi had felicitated me. And then her office sponsored me to do mountaineering courses in Tenzing Norgay's Himalayan Mountaineering Institute in Darjeeling. वहाँ पे I have been adjudged all-rounder. But I tell you, ये जो भी sports मैंने किया है, and with that I have also been a dancer, Indian classical dancer. I have been doing a fusion of Bharatnatyam, Kathakali, Manipuri, Odissi, and Ravindra Nritya.
Oh,
I have qualified from Gito Bitan, which is Rabindranath Tagore's music and dance school. And I have performed in India, in Europe, in Africa, in other Asian countries. Um, but what I have learned is everything is a part. It's an expression of what you love to do. That is what I love to swim. I love to sing and dance. मैं मेरे बेटा ही वॉज गोइंग फॉर ट्रिनिटी स्कूल ऑफ लंदन के म्यूजिक एग्जाम के लिए. उसके टीचर ने मुझे बोला मैम 2 लाइन गाइए. आई सेड आई कांट सिंग, मैं बाथरूम में गाती हूँ. बोले नहीं प्लीज गाइए. मैं दीवाना हुआ बादल करके एक गाना जो कश्मीर की कली में है, मैं 2 लाइन गाई. उन्होंने मेरा फॉर्म फिलअप करके भर्ती कर दिया. मुझे एग्जाम के पहले बोले मैम आपका एग्जाम है, यू हैव टू अपीयर फॉर द एग्जाम. एंड व्हेन द रिजल्ट वाज आउट, माय सन एंड मी वी बोथ passed out with distinction. Now, this is called blind spot. जहाँ पे शायद हमारा कुछ टैलेंट्स है छुपा हुआ, हमें भी नहीं पता. जैसे किशोर कुमार को हुआ था, उनको भी नहीं पता था वो इतना अच्छा गा सकते हैं. तो आई थिंक व्हेन यू आर हैप्पी, व्हेन यू नो देयर इज लॉट ऑफ गुडनेस, हैप्पीनेस, गुड एनर्जीज, इट एक्सप्रेसेस इन सम वे और द अदर. और माँ सरस्वती का दान तो है ही.
दैट्स ट्रू. सो हम डायरेक्ट
Yes.
सब्जेक्ट को स्टार्ट करें.
जी.
ओके. अगर मैं कहूँ कि किसी 10 ईयर ओल्ड बच्चे को आपको बताना है कि स्पिरिचुअलिटी क्या है, सो हाउ डू यू एक्सप्लेन?
वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन. मैं 2 चीज़ बताती हूँ. सिर्फ स्पिरिचुअलिटी ने, उसके साथ कर्मा, ये दोनों ही जैसे मैंने अपने बच्चों को सिखाया है. When my children were 4 years and 6 years and they had gone to a boarding school, so I did not want them to do anything wrong or learn anything wrong because they were not with me. तो मैंने उनको ऐसा सिखाया that आपके मन के अंदर, हार्ट में, it is divided into 2 parts. One part there is an angel, देवदूत एक रहते हैं. In the other part there is a monster, एक राक्षस रहता है. अगर आप अच्छा सोचो, पॉजिटिव थॉट्स, इफ यू स्पीक पॉजिटिवली, इफ यू डू पॉजिटिवली, इफ यू हेल्प पीपल, इफ यू डू गुड थिंग्स, दैट इज द फूड फॉर द एंजल. And if you are feeding the angel, then the angel will occupy gradually your heart entirely. If you are doing wrong things, speaking wrong, fighting or hurting people or thinking wrong about others, you are feeding the monster. So the monster will gradually grow and occupy your entire heart. So I just left it to them. I told him what the consequences would be. Next inland letter that came from the school, they would send every week one letter. उसमें मैं देखती हूँ एक हार्ट ड्रॉ किया हुआ, उसमें एक साइड में एक सिंह है लाइक अ मॉन्स्टर, दूसरे साइड में एक फेरी जैसे वो स्टार वाला वॉन्ड पकड़ते हैं वैसा वॉन्ड पकड़ के हैं. तो मैं समझ गई they have learned the lesson. And since then, as far as my knowledge goes, because I've been closely involved with the school, with them, that they have consciously never done anything wrong. So spirituality does not mean that you have to go to the temple and do some rituals and then you are awarded by God or you're rewarded by God. God resides within us. God is within us, outside us, everywhere. God's energy is everywhere. So when you do right things, that is spirituality, that is divinity. Divinity means purity, and that means righteousness, doing what is right, thinking what is right. That is really what spirituality is. It has got nothing to do with religion, because religion divides people. Each and every religion, people will say, I am Christian, you are Buddhist. You are Buddhist, she is Hindu. She is Hindu, he is Jew. So we are dividing each other. But when you are doing right, thinking right, speaking right, thinking good of others, doing good for others, you are uniting, you are harmonizing. That is what spirituality unites people. Today, if you see, it is not there. Today, it is like a ball with a spear and 2 like snakes going up with wings on top. This has come from the Greek mythology, from the Greek symbol. It is called caduceus. This is the symbol of spirituality. When I talk later about, if I talk about our chakras and all, in case you want to know, then you will see that we have energy meridians or energy nerves. The main nerve is the spine nerve, which is called Sushumna. So the central one is Sushumna. and on
Okay.
both the side is Ida and Pingala. As we grow spiritually, as we evolve, those two start coming up, and as it goes up and reaches the height on the top,
Mm-hmm.
the ball, you fly in the inner realm or in the spiritual world. You become the highest, happiest, most evolved person that you can be.
Okay.
So that is the symbol of healing today. Medical science has also acknowledged spirituality.
स्पिरिचुअल हीलिंग क्या होती है और हाउ डू यू डू?
Spiritual healing, as I told you, that the body heals, that is what spiritual healing is. What I do spiritual healing, of course, but I have been through a lot of spiritual schools. I've been a Reiki healer, I've been a Tao healer, I've been an angel healer. Many other schools I've been through, but I came and I got stuck with the healing school called Pranic Healing about 21 years back. It resonated with me so much because pranic healing is not blind faith. Most of us, for example, we believe, oh, wo baba ne koi jadi buti de diya, I'll be fine. But we don't know really how does it work with my body. What is the ingredients in that? We don't apply our mind. We just in faith, that becomes faith healing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? But pranic healing is completely logical healing because it is based on quantum physics. So, in quantum physics, we know that in physics, we have studied there are four states of matter. First is the solid, then is liquid, then is gas. When you heat more gas, then it becomes fire. Fire is not gas, it is burning gas. That actually is the state of plasma. So that plasma, the molecules, the protons, neutrons, atoms are even more sparse. In air, it is sparse. This is even more sparse. That air or that plasma is there within our body, outside our body. We have liquid, gas, solid in our body, and also we have plasma. This plasma body is called the aura, which outside the body you can feel, touch, and measure. You can also see. So if you see this person's body, he has got liquid also, he has got solid also, he has got gas also. And if you see in certain parts, it's showing stars, it's
Correct.
showing the universe.
Mm-hmm.
That is what ether is, space, the
Space.
energy of space. The ether is that is what plasma body is. So this is basically all the states of matter that we have. And as you asked me about healing, what kind of and how we do the healings, well, there are certain states where when a person needs healing. What are the states? If you see, if there is some accident, there is some severe sickness, there is even people who are getting angry, depression, poverty, somebody is going through stress because there's no money, addiction, spiritual healing works. Because as I said, what happens is the universal energy with which the healing is done, it supplements the lack in the body. So either there is congestion of negative energy or there is lack of positive universal energy. So when the
Sure.
healing is done, then that lack is fulfilled and the body balances, because the main essence of universe is balance. The rule of a universe is balance. That is why when we breathe in, because we are getting, oh, it's free, I'm breathing in. If I go on breathing in, I will not survive. I need to breathe out. So when I'm taking, I need to give. That brings balance. So this is how
Okay.
spiritual healing happens, where it balances the body.
एक मे बी थोड़ा इरेलेवेंट एग्जांपल होगा, लेकिन जस्ट एग्जांपल, मेरे पास में 5 बॉटल्स है जिसमें मैंने पानी भर के रखा हुआ है, और
Okay.
हर एक ईच बॉटल जो है वो दैट इज ऑफ 1 लीटर। तो हर एक बॉटल में 1-1 लीटर पानी पूरा भर चुका है। तो एनर्जी भी ऐसे ही बैलेंस होती है या फिर उसके भी कुछ अलग-अलग पैरामीटर्स होते हैं, या फिर अलग कह सकते हैं कि
Um,
कम ज़्यादा होता है, ऐसा कुछ? हाउ इज़
देखिए,
इट?
when a child is born, a newborn baby has got lot of positive energy filled. You know that a child is so vibrant, इतना energy रहता है एक बच्चे को. Even बूढ़े दादा दादी जो चल नहीं सकते, फिर नहीं सकते, उनको भी वो हिला देते हैं, उठा के चलवाते, they make you walk. So what happens, the basic understanding of the law of physics is energy flows from a higher level to a lower level. Higher level means more positive energy, lower level means less positive energy. So wherever there is more positive energy, it will flow from there to the lower energy. तो जब भी एक बच्चा उसके अंदर इतना एनर्जी है, वहां से वो फ्लो करके जहाँ पे एनर्जी कम है जाएगा. तो जैसे वाटर में, यस, वाटर इज फ्लोइंग व्हाट, एक में ज्यादा है एक में कम है, जिसमें कम है इट विल फ्लो इनटू दैट एंड इट विल
ओके।
बिकम द सेम लेवल. दैट इज व्हाट इट हैपेंस. वो ऊंचा से नीचे चले जाते हैं.
हमने पहले भी बात की थी कि प्राणिक हीलिंग
Hmm.
और क्वांटम फिजिक्स,
Hmm.
सो व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन बोथ
Yes,
द
I
थिंग्स?
will give you a example. If you see the slide, when we see thunder, we hear thunder. Hazaro mil dur, it's happening thousands of miles away, but you can hear the thunder, right? And you know that, oh, it's thundering. That sound energy does not need any medium to flow. Whereas when there is lightning happening, that is also happening thousands of miles away, but you can see it. So that light energy is again transmitting without any medium. So what happens is pranic healing is basically transference of universal energy to the person who is having lack of energy or more congested energy. Somebody is going through sickness or disease. So we as a healer, we become a channel to it. So we tune into the universe, bring down that energy. Through us, it flows. If you see the slide, you can understand that it's flowing to the patient and the energy is going to be balanced. So basically, quantum physics has got these small, it has a lot of things, but this is the basic understanding. And where do we source the energy from? We source the energy from the sun, from air, from ground. So from there, we get the energy. Giving you an example, you will see grandparents telling us, walk on the lawns without shoes, bare feet,
Correct.
on the grass. Even they don't know that they are absorbing earth prana. Prana means life energy, vital energy. So our body through our feet is absorbing, that energy, and it is healing the body. Right? When a parent or a guru is giving, blessings, touching the head, he's transferring his positive energy to the person through the chakras which are over here. Right? So in this way, energy is transferred and the body heals.
जैसे आपने ये बताया कि हम एनर्जी से ऑरा को क्लियर करते हैं या फिर जो भी एनर्जीज है उसको बैलेंस करते हैं
Yes.
एक्सटर्नल एनर्जीज को
हम्म।
इम्प्लीमेंट करके।
हम्म।
तो अगर सपोज एक्सटर्नल एनर्जी का इफेक्ट हो रहा है, ऑब्वियसली इंटरनल एनर्जी है ही, जैसे हमारे
Yes.
षड रिपु है तो वो हम में है ही, लेकिन बाहर से भी हम पे इम्पैक्ट होता है, तो इससे भी हमें बचा चाहिए हीलिंग?
Yes, absolutely. Giving you an example. Suppose, as a journalist, I'm in a riot, in a place of riot for days. By the time I come back, what happens is I get headache, I get, my body is tired, drained out. What is happening? I was a very positive person, but the environmental energy was so low. Energy flows from higher level to lower level. So from me, the energy has flowed out to the environment and I am drained out. My energy is gone. Whereas when we go to a beautiful Mount Himalayas or Alps or a beautiful monastery, we feel so peaceful and nice and happy because there the environmental energy is high, whereas my energy is low. So I am absorbing that energy from there. So if anybody is infusing negative energy in you, we call that psychic attack. The moment there is a psychic attack, your energy level drops. When it drops and it is filled with negative energy, as a healer, we will first take out all those negative energies and then we will fill it up with universal healing energy, which will bring back the balance of the body.
आपने बात करते वक्त चक्रा की बात की थी, सो व्हाट इज द चक्रा?
That's a good question. The way we have, our energy is like in the aura, we have the energy, that's the energy body. We have energy centers in that etheric body. Those energy centers are like small exhaust fan. those exhaust fan, just like a normal exhaust fan, it flushes out all the dirty air of the room. These chakras, they flush out all the used up diseased energies of the organs, tissues, blood, the muscular system, the skeletal system, the circulatory system. It flushes out and it draws in fresh prana, life energy. Or if we are giving healing, it draws in the healing energy and it distributes to all these organs and body parts. So that is how the chakra works. It does two functions: throwing out negative, drawing in fresh. Okay.
Okay.
People think that there are seven chakras, but we actually have many, many chakras. If you see this, so people usually in the Indian yoga system, they think that there are seven chakras, but there are millions of chakras in our body. And those chakras, they have different colors, they have different functions, they have emotional functions, psychological functions, physical functions. So when we as a healer are working, we work on all those functions. For example, a drug addict, when we have to heal a drug addict, we have to actually heal on the craving that he has. We have to work on the willpower of his, because his willpower is so low, he cannot fight out his addiction. A person who's going through depression, that person, they develop suicidal tendencies. So what happens, those negative thoughts are dominating over that person. Then we heal on the mental level on those negative thoughts. Whereas in the physical diseases, when the physical disease that is there, we have to remove those diseases and we have to fill in. So we can work even in finances. We do work when a person is like going through a lot of poverty and struggle and really need, there are certain chakras which take care of the abundance and prosperity of a person. So we see that it's clogged up with so many energies. Like it is clogged up with anger, it is clogged up with, these are all energies, whether it is anger or love or hate. You see, you can't see them, but you believe in them because they exist. And when you see through a Kirlian camera, which is used by scientists, or a GDV camera, you can actually see these, these particular energies.
Energies.
And these energies have got different colors, shapes, and they have different forms. So when we see these energies, flying into the, or inside the aura, or clogged up into the chakras, we have to pull them out, pick them up, remove them, and then fill in with divine energy, which then starts healing every area of life.
I have two questions on this particular chart. That, as you said, that if someone is drug addicted, तो उसकी क्रेविंग अगर आपको कम करनी है, सो यू हैव टू एनर्जाइज इन दैट वे कि उसकी क्रेविंग कम हो जाए. बट जस्ट एग्जांपल, वही पर्सन, वो एक किसी चीज में अच्छा है, लेट्स से कि वो स्पोर्ट्स में अच्छा है, उसको क्रेविंग है कि मुझे और खेलना है और अच्छा खेलना है, तो क्या ये क्रेविंग जो है ड्रग्स की, जो आपने कम की है एनर्जी से, तो क्या वो अदर एस्पेक्ट पे भी अफेक्ट करेगा?
No. I'll now tell you a little more. We do not talk about this publicly, but any negative emotion or any negative disease, even it is cravings, there are small little energy bugs which are called elementals or entities. We pick those, these entities, these elementals, they feed on that craving. So what happens is, suppose I am chocolate addicted. So when I'm not having, those energy bugs will actually poke me, go and have chocolate, go and have chocolate. So then I will have the craving of having it. So when we are doing the healing, we actually pick them up and throw them out. We completely, disintegrate those. And once it is disintegrated, like you are free, you feel absolutely rejuvenated. Oh, suddenly you awaken. Because they were like parasites in your body, in your bodies, in your mental body, emotional body, in your etheric body, in your physical body. So sometimes rashes happen because of that, because they, their presence is creating all these negative things in our body. So we work on them, we remove them, and then we fill in the divine energy. So naturally it does not affect any other part of the life.
सेकंड क्वेश्चन है मेरा इस पे कि we can see the different colors of different energies. तो ये तो चक्रा है, so energies का भी same color रहता है?
जो energies in the bodies that we have, like etheric body है, इमोशनल बॉडी है, मेंटल बॉडी है, स्पिरिचुअल बॉडी है. There are different colors depending on what kind of mood I am in, what I am developing. Suppose I'm a very, very spiritual person and I do everything very righteously. So I will have more of violet in my aura. Okay.
Okay.
Then chakras, for example, a chakra which is, it's full of anger. That chakra's color will become muddy red because that is the color of the energy, anger. So in this way, the chakras and the body takes in certain colors and gives out certain colors. But if you are stable and you are growing constantly, in between you have diseases, in between you have accident, in between, so temporarily little bit of your aura might be affected, but basically your aura will remain the same.
और एक क्वेश्चन मैं ऐड करूंगा इस पे कि एक ह्यूमन फिगर है और उसके सराउंडिंग पूरा एक अपने बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर दिखाया है,
Yes.
मतलब वेव्स टाइप.
जी 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 जी.
सो व्हाट इज दिस?
दिस इज बेसिकली, पहले वाला आप अगर देख रहे हो, दैट इज द फिजिकल बॉडी. इसके बाहर वाला जो बॉडी है, दैट इज द एथेरिक और एनर्जी बॉडी. ठीक है. उसके बाहर वाला जो है, दैट इज द इमोशनल और एस्ट्रल बॉडी. ऑल आवर इमोशंस फ्लोट इन देयर. वेयर डज द इमोशन स्टे? They need to be somewhere. They are in the astral body or the emotional body. Okay. Then उसके बाहर है the mental body. Mental body में क्या रहता है? All our mental thoughts, all what that we think, our intellect, the knowledge that we gain, all that floats or stays in the mental body. And in the spiritual body, which is the last body, in that body it is called the spiritual or causal body. The good actions, good thoughts, good words, the karmas that we create, those karmas are stored in the causal body.
Okay. क्या इसको ही हम ऑरा कह सकते हैं?
That is a part of the aura.
Okay.
It
Part
is
of the
because
aura.
because it is mine. I possess that. It's not anybody else's. That is why, as you asked me the question about colors, so different composition, your auras will, your chakras may have different colors and composition based on what kind of work you do, what kind of thoughts you think, how spiritual you are. अगर एक चोर है, उसका chakras का color अलग होगा, aura का color अलग होगा. If you see this, you see every one has got different colors, जो though the shapes are the same but the colors are different. So ऐसा हो जाता है. Okay.
एक रैंडम में क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा आपसे.
जी जी जी.
कैन यू सी द ऑरा?
Well, we don't talk about it publicly, whether we can see it or not. But there are, when we get deep into these healings and go higher in the levels, we develop clairvoyance, which means that you can see energies. जो Kirlian camera shoot करता है, that with your naked eyes. It's like, like giving you an example, that people who can hear, clair audio होते हैं, they can catch frequencies which a normal radio cannot. So they can hear alpha, beta, theta, certain energies, certain frequencies they can catch. Similarly, about seeing also, you can see energies which normal human eyes cannot see. Okay. And there is something else called claircognizant. That is, your sensitivity is so high, you can sense everything. The moment you walk into a room, you can feel that यहाँ पे तो एक murder हुआ है. And then, you know that यहाँ पे एक murder हुआ था. You are sure. Find out करते हैं तो पता चल जाता है. Yes. So these are spiritual empowerments. As you grow in spirituality, you are empowered by these gifts, by the Supreme God, so that you can help people, you can do something good. So these powers are only given to them, those who are, actually with goodwill, with good act they are doing. The moment anybody uses it negatively, these powers are taken away.
I want to ask one more question on aura. If you want to skip, definitely you can skip. मेरे चाइल्डहुड में काफ़ी बार ऐसा होता था, मतलब आई गेस तो मैं 7 या 8 ईयर्स का होगा, अगर मैं किसी को स्टेयर कर रहा हूँ 1 मिनट 2 मिनट के लिए, आई वॉज एबल टू सी अ लेयर्स.
You're seeing energy. That is what energy is. That is what aura is. वो सब लोग देख सकते हैं. आपको अगर फर्स्ट डे when we are teaching pranic healing, हम उनको दिखाते हैं energies, हम ले जाके दिखाते हैं. You can see those energies floating in air. तभी लगता है आप बोलते हो कि अरे ये तो मैं पहले भी देख चुका हूँ, बट बिकॉज यू आर नॉट अवेयर, दैट्स व्हाई यू डोंट नो दैट यू आर बीइंग एबल टू सी
हाँ,
इट.
फ्लोटिंग का भी मैंने
Yes.
आई
छोटे
फेल्ट
छोटे
सो
सिल्वर सिल्वर ब्लैक ब्लैक in the
हाँ,
air,
करेक्ट
you will see they are
राउंड
moving.
शेप में ऐसा
Yes, yes, those are nothing but energy, the molecules, that is the plasma body you can see.
तो अभी क्यों नहीं देख पाता?
अभी क्यों नहीं देख पाते? क्योंकि ये सब जगह पे इतना ज्यादा पोल्यूशन है. You know, there's so much of pollution that pure energy is not prevalent. And because you're not developing your sensitivity or maintaining it, maybe that's why you can see it.
Okay. हम आगे बढ़ते हैं.
जी.
गुरु पद्मनाभा जी,
Yes.
उन्होंने क्या किया और उनका तंत्र के साथ में क्या रिलेशन है?
Okay, first I must tell you that pranic healing, the founder was Master Chuakok Sui, as you can see his image. He was from Manila, but you know, he was like, I should not use the word brilliant because he's much beyond it. So when he was 13 years old, he suddenly was blurting out some language, and when he found he was actually speaking in Sanskrit, some shlokas of you know, Upanishads. And then he started finding out, what is this, how did I. So then when he went through past life regression, he came to know that he was a South Indian saint in his last life. And then he started, he was a brilliant academic person, he was a scientist, a chemical engineer, but he constantly researched on quantum physics, and you know, in these. So his mother was Buddhist, his father was Christian, so the influence of Buddhism and Christianity was on him. But as he grew up, he got messages from Guru Padmasambhava, and he realized that his guru, his spiritual, eternal spiritual teacher is Guru Padmasambhava. I'll talk about him. So Guru gave him the seed of pranic healing, told him to develop and to teach that, to you know, make this school come up in the world and take care. And that is why he formed the pranic healing school after many years of research. Now, so it proves that he was the student of, or the disciple of Guru Padmasambhava, a great, great person who was a billionaire, self-made man, but spiritually he had gone very high. Okay, because he has given all this knowledge. Maybe he was also a channel, a divine channel, but he has given all these knowledge. Guru Padmasambhava, he was born in Udayana 2000 years back. Shakyamuni Buddha had said, 8 years after my death, the second Buddha will be born, but he will not teach like me in the whole world. He will do healings, he will teach, but in a limited way in the Himalayas. So when he was born in a big lake. When the king was going for a hunting expedition, he suddenly saw in the lake a big fiery lotus and an 8-year-old boy playing. And then when he was brought, he was asked, who is your parent? Where are they? He said, I don't have parents. Then how did you take birth? I took birth just like this. So king said, will you come to the palace and stay with me? Because king didn't have any child. So he said yes. So king took him. He grew up in the palace. And then when the time came, anyhow, he left the kingdom and he started, you know, doing all the work that he had come for, because his life purpose was different. But he was a fully enlightened guru when he was born. That is why he's called the Lotus Born. Most popularly, he's known as Lotus Born. So he had taught in the Nalanda University also. He taught in, he studied and taught in Orissa also, in Udayana. And then finally, you know, the king of Tibet called him to help him out, because he was getting a temple constructed. But every time it used to come at the end, there, you know, it would break. And in the morning, they would find that it is in, you know, demolished. So when he went there to help the king, he found there were many, many big, big demons who were not wanting any temple to come, because temple, gods, idols, these anchor divine energy. So they didn't want positive energy to be anchored. If there is positive energy, if it radiates positive energy, they would not survive. They would have to go away from there. So they didn't want it. And Guru Padmasambhava did not kill them. They were worst of negative energies. He did not kill them, but he tamed them thoroughly. and he made them protectors of those temples and of the country. So from the worst negative he converted into the best positive, and that is what his first teachings are. Guru Padma Sambhava, as you see in this slide, that there were 8 manifestations of Guru Padma Sambhava in different formats. He had tamed all the 5 elements: water, fire, ether, sky. He had tamed and he has showcased them. So when he in dealing with situations, so he is a master, he is a teacher who does not just teach, he does it himself. He lets people see that yes, you can also do, and from the worst of negative you can transform into the best of positive. He has played a very big role in my life. He has also, he had also tamed death, and he had brought people from death to life, and he has done this with me. I was dying in cancer, tremendous horrific cancer, where 26 cancer tumors were removed from my body, and I went through intense chemotherapy. I was actually dying. Doctor had said you cannot survive, and somebody who was healing me, one of my friends, she said, I will do a shamanic healing for you. And when she was healing, she saw Guru Padma Sambhava walk in, and she told Master Chwakuk Sui, wait, I will heal her. And he healed and he brought me back to life. So I am a live example of his teachings and his preachings.
What is the core aspect or core thing about his work?
The core thing about his work that I have understood is that nothing is an obstacle in life. No matter how big an obstacle can be, no matter how negative or how bad or worse it can be in somebody's life, you can peak from that bottom to the highest order. That is what I've learned, that there is nothing called no, there is nothing called I can't do, there is nothing called it cannot happen, there is nothing called it is so much negative that I will die. You can come back from that too.
जब एक हीलर, ट्रू हीलर कोई हीलिंग प्रोसेस करता है, तो डू यू थिंक सो दैट गुरु पद्म संभवा एक उनका एक हैंड एक्सटेंड करके सपोर्ट करते हैं?
एब्सोल्युटली। पहली बात है, हम लोग जब हीलिंग करते हैं, हम इन्वोक करके उनको प्रार्थना करते हैं कि आप आके क्योंकि हीलिंग हम नहीं करते हैं एज अ हीलर, हम हाथ हिला रहे हैं, हम जो भी एक्शंस है कर रहे हैं। एक्चुअली द हीलिंग इज डन बाय हीलिंग देवदूता, ऑल द हीलिंग एंजल्स एंड द गुरु, दे डू द हीलिंग। सो जब हम प्रार्थना करते हैं, they just come and they help us to do the healing, because it is them who is healing the patient. If the patient is entitled to be healed, the patient gets healed. एक छोटी सी बात बताती हूँ आपको. I am a speaker in international yoga festivals in Rishikesh every year. In 2014, there was one presentation where पावर योगा वॉज वन आइटम, जहाँ पे जो जो साधु और संत उन्होंने सिद्धि प्राप्त की है वो सिद्धि दिखा रहे थे. तो एक साधु ने, उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने बोला एक 2 फीट का पाथ, और वो 2.5 फीट लंबा था, 2 फीट चौड़ाई थी, तो नहीं सॉरी 5 फीट लंबा था, 2.5 फीट चौड़ाई थी. उसमें वो 2.5 घंटे से कोयला को जलाया. दे बर्न्ड कोल for 2.5 hours, burning coal, and then that sadhu walked over that coal. Okay, and then spontaneously he asked, anybody would like to try? I don't know what happened to me. I was on the stage. From the stage I said I would like to try, and I just came, over there, and my fellow pranic healer said, what are you doing? Are you crazy? I just did not hear anything. I just invoked to Guru, I am going, you take care. 3 बार मैं चली उसके ऊपर से. उसका वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग भी है, टीवी में भी दिखाया गया था, पेपर कटिंग्स भी है. 3 बार मैं चली, कुछ भी मुझे फील नहीं हुआ. सो आई नो द पावर ऑफ गुरु. इफ आपके पूरा शरणागति रहे, यू आर टोटली डेडिकेटेड एंड डिवोटेड टू गुरु, गुरु टेक्स केयर ऑफ यू लाइक अ न्यू बॉर्न बेबी.
डू यू थिंक सो कि आज हम ये पॉडकास्ट कर रहे हैं तो उनका एक आशीर्वाद हमारे साथ में है, और उनका प्रेजेंस भी आपको लग रहा है?
डेफिनेटली. वो नहीं चाहते तो ये हो ही नहीं पाता. वो चाह रहे हैं करके ही मैं इधर बैठी हूँ, क्योंकि मैं जो भी करती हूँ इट इज विथ हिज ब्लेसिंग्स. वो जो चाहते हैं वो मेरे से वही कराते हैं.
आपने अभी बात करते हुए साइकिक सेंस की बात की थी. उसका मीनिंग क्या होता है और उससे क्या होता है?
साइकिक अटैक मतलब सोचिए अगर किसी को बहुत पैसा लॉटरी जीता किसी ने, हुँ? और कोई बोलते उसको कैसे लॉटरी जीत गया? उसको तो नहीं जीतना चाहिए था, वो तो गरीब था, उसको गरीब ही रहना चाहिए। क्या हुआ? आई एम थिंकिंग अ वेरी क्रूड नेगेटिव थॉट. It has negative energy. That negative energy transmits to the aura of that person. It blocks the prosperity and abundance of that person.
नज़र लगना कह सकते हैं?
हाँ,
नज़र लगना कह सकते
हाँ,
हैं?
नज़र लगना इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ प्राणिक हीलिंग, वी हील दैट. तो जब भी ऐसा कोई नज़र लगाते हैं या कभी कोई साइकिक अटैक करते हैं, दूसरे के बारे में गलत सोचते हैं, गलत बोलते हैं, तो वो एक साइकिक अटैक कर रहे हैं. फॉर्च्यूनेटली इसमें मैं बोलती हूँ, इफ सपोज समबडी इज डूइंग साइकिक अटैक टू मी एंड सपोज आई एम इनटू रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस, तो मेरा ऑरा बहुत पावरफुल होगा with all the energies of guru and divine energies etc. So that psychic attack will not affect me much because it will bounce back to the person.
ओह!
लेकिन साधारण इंसान का क्या होता है कि उनका तो ऑरा इज नॉट सो पावरफुल,
हुँ, हुँ।
सो देयर इज नो डिवाइन प्रोटेक्शन.
हुँ,
तो
हुँ।
क्या होता है वो जाके उनका कोई ना
अब
कोई
एब्ज़ॉर्ब
हानि
हो
कर
जाता है।
देता है. हाँ, हानि कर देता है,
हुँ, हुँ।
एक कुछ खराब हो जाता है तभी. That is what it happens. So being in the spiritual path and being under a guru, it is a very very big protection. इसलिए मैं मेरे बच्चों को जब भी पहली बार वो लोग हॉस्टल गए एट द एज ऑफ 4 and 6, आई मेड देम रेकी हीलर्स एंड देन आई सेंट देम टू स्कूल. सो पीपल सेड ये क्या इतनी छोटे बच्चे को, बट मेरे मन में था आई वांट देम टू हैव डिवाइन प्रोटेक्शन विद देम. सो व्हेन दे आर हीलिंग पीपल, वो जाके सब बच्चों को हील करते थे. किसी कोई गिर गया, किसी का दर्द हुआ, किसी को बुखार हुआ, तो ये 2 बच्चे जब हील करते थे उनका पावर्स ग्रो, उनका डिवाइन प्रोटेक्शन ग्रो, बिकॉज दे आर डिवाइन सर्वेंट्स, दे आर हेल्पिंग द डिवाइन टू स्प्रेड डिविनिटी विद इन अदर्स. सो देर इज अ ऑटोमेटिक नेचुरल डिवाइन प्रोटेक्शन दैट कम्स टू यू. और मेरे साथ तो बहुत बार हुआ है. आई हैव सीन हाउ इट हैज प्रोटेक्टेड मी.
एक एग्ज़ाम्पल देना चाहूँगा मैं कि सपोज़ कोई हीलर है, वो हीलिंग प्रोसेस में है, लेकिन उसी टाइम मेबी उसके फिज़िकल कुछ इश्यूज़ है, मतलब इलनेस है या फिर कुछ काफ़ी ज़्यादा उसको डिसीज़ कुछ ऐसे हुए हैं कि जो उसको स्टेबल नहीं रख रहे हैं, या फिर उसका स्पिरिचुअल जो होल्ड है वो थोड़ा कम हुआ है,
हम्म,
या फिर साइकोलॉजिकली वो स्टेबल नहीं है वो पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे,
हम्म,
और वो हीलिंग कर रहा है, प्रोसेस कर रहा है,
हम्म.
तो विल इट अफेक्ट द हीलिंग प्रोसेस?
Well, first thing is that when a healer is not well, when a healer is going through some fever or some disease, or maybe the healer is going through a lot of stress, tension, या depression, ऐसा किसी भी state of mind या state of the body जब भी होता है, we don't heal. Then we need healing. So that time what happens, just like a counselor इतनी लोगों का काउंसलिंग कर रहे हैं, पर a counselor is also a human being. कभी
करेक्ट.
उसको भी तो डिप्रेशन आ सकता है, कभी उसको भी तो मेंटल इश्यूज आ सकता है. Then the counselor also needs a counselor for herself or himself. Similarly, a healer also needs healing. जैसे मेरा जब भी कैंसर हुआ था, then they formed a global group, and all the healers used to give me healing in a relay system from all over the world. So 1 hour somebody from India, next hour somebody from US, third hour somebody from Australia. ऐसा करके 18 days they kept me in healing round the clock. That time I needed healing. And as per karma, whatever you give comes back to you many, many times. So when I have given so much of healing, when I was dying, I was entitled to receive healing from many people, which came to me and it saved my life.
एक बहुत रफ रेफरेंस के साथ मैं पूछना चाहूँगा, क्या इसको हम क्लींजिंग कह सकते हैं?
Cleansing is basically what it means is that when we do healing, we remove all diseased energies. We removed all negative clogged up energies. That is called cleansing. There are 2 processes in pranic healing. Basic. One is cleansing. One is energizing. Energizing is when we are putting the divine energy, we are transmitting to the patient. When we are removing it, it's called cleansing. right?
ओके।
Just like at home, कभी कभी हम कचरा साफ कर रहे हैं, we are cleansing. फिर हम अगरबत्ती जला रहे हैं, सजा धजा रहे हैं, we are energizing.
जैसे हम सोल की बात करते हैं, तो मुझे एक चीज़ बताइए कि सोल का जो ट्रैवल रहता है वो कैसे रहता है? मतलब बर्थ से पहले से लेके डेथ के बाद तक?
Okay, that's a nice question. So, उसके पहले मैं एक बात बताती हूँ कि what is God and how did we come from? हम जहाँ से सोर्स से कैसे आए हैं, then we will go to birth and death, because that's a process. So, God, as you can see in the slide, it is nothing but pure energy of the universe with light and with consciousness.
हुँ,
So that we can call universal energy, we can call anything, right? So then what happens is there was Big Bang. When Big Bang happened, part of that energy is split into small particles. Those particles in the next phase, what happened was it formed into small planets. Okay, so these planets, if you see, these are the same energy that has come. Now, isme, there were even micro, mini, small specks of energies, which were the souls. So
हुँ,
the
हुँ,
soul has the same energy that God has. That is why we say that God is within us. Actually, God is within us because that is what I am made of. I am not made of anything
हुँ,
else.
हुँ, हुँ,
I am made of matter from Mother Earth, and I am made of the consciousness and the energy which God has. This is a combination. That is why matter has made my physical body. The hardware, the software is God's energy, right? So now I will tell you, for example, in our Sanatan Dham, we know about Manu, who has started the human kingdom, the human habitation. So Manu had, when he was told that there'll be flood and everybody, there'll be a lot of flood, you take
हुँ, हुँ,
7, तो सप्तऋषि को लेके उन्होंने उसमें बैठ के वो जी लिया. They survived. From those Saptarishi, the entire human clan has come in Sanatan Dharma. Similarly, in Christianity, in the Bible, if you read, there was God had created Adam, the first creation
करेक्ट।
of God. Then Adam was told that, you do whatever you want, don't touch apple from this tree. But Adam was lonely. That is what God thought, felt, and made Eve a female body. Where Eve came, when Eve came, Eve convinced Adam to go and have that apple, and both of them had apple. When they had the apple, they became conscious of the human kingdom, of the earthly life. So then they realized, oh, I'm not wearing clothes, you're not wearing clothes. So do's and don'ts unko pata chala. Now God said, as God is pure light and energy, when Adam was created, he was also pure light and energy, just a speck. But the moment he disobeyed God, he had created the first karma.
ओह!
So the moment he created the first karma, उस pure energy में एक black spot आ गया. तो
हुँ,
गॉड ने बोला, नाउ दैट यू आर नॉट फुल्ली प्योर, यू कैन नॉट मर्ज विथ मी, तो यू प्यूरिफाई योर सेल्फ. फॉर दैट ही सेड यू हैव टू टेक बर्थ over and over again till you purify completely, when you can have the nirvana and you can merge with me. And human birth started. So what happened is, when human birth started, as you can see, from pure light it started. So initially it is like school mein jab bacche jaate hain, first he is studying in nursery, kg, class 3, 4, 7, 10, and finally PhD. So in each class, each stage, the child is learning and becoming more wise, more educated, more knowledgeable. But bachpan mein, young age, a child will do so many mistakes. A PhD student will not do so many mistakes. So the life cycle or the soul cycle is also the same. Initially, when the soul starts taking birth, it's a baby soul. So that baby soul does mistakes. But as the soul matures and become an old soul, the soul does less of mistakes. And it also purifies by that time. Less of mistakes means you are reducing the black spots and you are becoming purer and purer
हुँ,
and
हुँ,
purer.
हुँ,
तो एक 5 साल का बच्चा जिसके सोल इनसाइड इज 100 लाइफ टाइम्स उसका जन्म हुआ है, and uska hi grandfather who is 90 years old, body's age is 90, but the soul inside is only 5 lifetimes unhone janam liya hai, he will be less matured than this grandson. तो वो बच्चे के जन्मदिन में बोलता है, कम लेट्स गो एंड हैव आइसक्रीम. The young boy says, no, you have sugar, you cannot have, I am not going to give you. He is more matured than the grandfather. So actually, the life of the or the age of the body is irrelevant. What is more important is the age of the soul. How many lifetimes the soul has taken birth.
आपने किसी ऐसे सोल को देखा है कि जो प्योर है, मतलब जिसको अभी मोक्ष मिलने वाला है?
आ देखिए ऐसा, ऑफ कोर्स मास्टर छुआ वाज, उनको मोक्ष तो मिलने वाला था. कभी मोक्ष मिलता है व्हेन अ सोल हैज वर्कड आउट ऑल हिज नेगेटिव कर्मास and there is no more karma remaining, so all black spots have been converted into positive, and then that soul, when it leaves the body, it does not have to come back. हाँ, तो ऐसा तो बहुत जन है. परमहंस रामकृष्ण थे, श्री औरोबिंदो थे, महर्षि रमनी थे, साईं बाबा थे, गुरु नानक देव जी थे. तो ये सारे तो मोक्ष मिलने वाला सोल्स ही थे. बट इट इज नॉट इजी फॉर कॉमनर्स टू रियलाइज, देयर कितनी पहुंच उनका है, कहाँ तक पहुंचे, वो उनको समझने, उनके समझ के बाहर है. दे आर आउट ऑफ दैट. एंड इन दिस रिगार्ड आई विल टेल यू, normally what it is observed, that before the soul gets liberated finally, that soul works out karma in a very very heavy way. heavy karma download, last karma download बहुत heavy होता है, उसके बाद उनको मोक्ष मिलता है. Example, Lord Jesus, how much torture did he have to face, after which उनको मोक्ष मिल गया. And if you see, most of the great saints of India, most of them, they have gone through suffering and pain before they have died. Most of them have had cancer. Most of them, whether it is Vivekananda या आप परमहंस रामकृष्ण बोलो, महर्षि रमन, कोई आप बोलो, most of them, मेहर बाबा बोलो, they have gone through that. Even Gautam Buddha had to go through suffering before he died, because the last karma, which is a huge karma, it is worked out last. And लोग सोचते हैं कि my life, I am suffering so much, so many problems, God does not love me. I say God loves you the most, because God is letting you work out your karmas, pay off your karmic loans, so that you are free after that. You don't have to go through any suffering after that. Your payment is done. All your installments are paid. So it is rather a good thing when we go through this. Only thing is that when we are into spirituality deeply, then we can handle it easy. Just like आप अगर चलते चलते बहुत बड़ा एक पहाड़ देखा, huge mountain, you think, how will I cross this mountain? It's so big. So you say, oh, I can't, it is impossible. So you get into spirituality. As you get into spirituality, your physical body is that small, but your other bodies are growing. Grow करते करते वो इतना बड़ा हो जाता है that when that soul looks down, then वो बड़ा सा पहाड़ एक छोटा टीला जैसा बन गया. It easily you cross that and you move forward. So being into spirituality, this is the advantage, that you are empowered with divine energy and divine kinds of energies which help you to maneuver life smoothly, easily. It's not that they don't have challenges, they have very big challenges, but it's not an issue to work them out.
जैसे आपने कहा था कि जब हम लास्ट स्टेज में रहते हैं, मतलब जहाँ पे हमें मोक्ष मिलने वाला है, तो हमें काफ़ी ज़्यादा सफरिंग होती है. आई गेस सो करंट एज में, अभी के करंट सिचुएशन में, अगर एक पर्सन में देखता हूँ, प्रेमानंद जी महाराज, जिनके दोनों किडनी फेल है, तो आई थिंक ही इज द बेस्ट एग्जांपल.
Could be, yes, definitely.
As a normal human being, I don't have any energies to judge anyone or see anything special. क्या मैं अपने नेकेड आई से ऐसे स्पिरिट को, मतलब सोल को, ब्यूटीफुल सोल को देख सकता हूँ?
I have to share something. I will partially share because it is not an open this thing. There are, एक पर्दा रहता है हमारे बॉडी के अंदर. कहाँ रहता है? आई एम सॉरी, आई विल नॉट शेयर probably. But when you can see, वो पर्दा हट जाता है and you can see through. कभी कभी क्या होता है, people who have gone through extreme trauma, stress, these energies are very sharp. Extreme trauma, extreme anger, extreme, poverty, these energies break that पर्दा. लेकिन जब वो ब्रेक कर देता है ना, वो तब देख सकते हैं. लेकिन what they can see is they can see lower beings. When spiritually you are removing that and you are seeing higher beings, because spiritually you've gone on higher realms. So you can see higher things, good things, positive things. But जब भी negative में you are sinking, because there are two type of emotions: lower emotions, higher emotions. All negative emotions are lower emotions. So when you are constantly dwelling in negative, you are sinking down into lower emotions. You can see lower beings. You can experience lower beings. That is what it happens.
मैंने सोचा था कि ये पॉडकास्ट मैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा एक बेसिक लेवल पे करूँगा। ऑब्वियसली हम काफ़ी बेसिक लेवल पे ही जा रहे हैं, लेकिन काफ़ी डीप डाउन
Yes,
हम
absolutely.
करते जा रहे हैं।
जी.
जैसे हमने बात किया था कि हमें सफ़रिंग होता है या फिर हमारे कर्म हमें अफ़ेक्ट करते हैं। तो हमारे कर्मा जो है पॉज़िटिवली या फिर नेगेटिवली हमारा सोल है उसको अफ़ेक्ट करता है?
Definitely, because the soul is using the body to do work out its karma. राइट. जैसे हम खाना पका नहीं पाएंगे जब तक ना एक बर्तन हो. तो आई एम यूजिंग दैट बर्तन एंड दैट दैट वेसल एंड द स्पून टू कुक. सो विदाउट दैट आई कांट. Similarly, the soul is using the body. So when that spoon is cooking, if it is very hot, the spoon may get heated, it may get burnt. Similarly, when the body is working for the soul, the body might go through many sufferings. So, what happens in that, as you had asked me earlier also, that the body has it is possessed by the soul, जिसको हम कहते हैं जीव आत्मा. Jeev Atma is called the incarnated soul. It is not the entire soul that comes into the body. The soul remains very high above. That is called the higher soul या आत्मा. आत्मा का जो छोटा अंश आता है शरीर के पास, that is called जीवात्मा या incarnated soul. You can see that over here, that if you see the bright light far above, so one is the higher soul. Near our head, close to our head, there will be the, you see on the left hand side the yellow, so that bright light above the person who is meditating, that is the incarnated soul. Okay, so what happens is, suppose in this, as you see, that there is first lime juice. The lime, when it's squeezed in water, it forms lime juice. Suppose that glass breaks and we quickly pour that glass of lime juice into that big jar. Then we take a new glass. In that new glass, again we have water. We take tomato. Again, the same thing happens. It has a chemical reaction. It breaks. Again, it is poured into that jar. So in this way, every time we do, the content in the jar, it changes its color, taste, flavors.
Correct.
Right? And we take that flavor and pour in a new glass. So every time we are pouring that same flavor, but it is adding more color and it is adding more taste in a new glass. And then again, it is going back to the jar. Now I will say, if that glass is the body, what we are going through in our life is, in each glass, jab mix ho rahe, it's getting mixed with, that juice. What is happening? We are adding more color, taste, our experiences, knowledge, wisdom. We are working out karmas. So hamara composition changes. And then it goes back. So from this, it goes back to the higher soul, which is the jar. So when the body dies, all those flavors, colors, taste, experiences, wisdom, that is only taken by the incarnated soul back to the higher soul, which is the jar. Okay, तो वो jar में धीरे धीरे accumulate हो रहे हैं. That is called the sanchita karma. Every lifetime we are adding more colors, flavors, tastes. And जो glass में नया नया आ रहा है, that is the prarabdha karma, because it's coming new, which we have to work out in this lifetime. Okay.
Okay.
And then if you see the process of birth and death, what happens? As I told you, the four different matter, which solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. Our soul is pure energy. It is like plasma, pure energy. But when it is coming to earth to take birth as a matter, it has to go through the grosser energies gradually. So that soul energy gradually takes the form, it takes into like sand, powder first.
Mm-hmm.
Then it becomes sand. Then it becomes pebbles. Then it becomes rocks. That is the body. So when the body dies, again it has to disintegrate and become finer and finer and finer. So it will go into becoming pebble, then into sand, then into powder, and then pure energy and merge with the
Again,
higher
reverse
soul.
everything.
या सो ये जो रिवर्स होता है, व्हाट हैपेंस, जो भी गलतियां हमने इस जिंदगी में की है, वी हैव टू गो थ्रू प्यूरिफिकेशन ऑफ ऑल दैट. ये जो कहते हैं हेवन एंड हेल, व्हाट इज रियली हेवन एंड हेल? व्हेन द सोल इज गोइंग थ्रू प्यूरिफिकेशन आफ्टर डेथ, purifying itself, it goes through a lot of trauma, stress, because all those negatives come forward and you have to work it out, and then you merge with the soul. That is the basic process of birth and death. Usually it takes about 1500 to 2000 years for a soul to take rebirth.
Oh.
But sometimes birth happens within 150 years, or sometimes also immediate. कोई accidental death होता है तो the soul sometimes comes back immediately. Mostly, generally, it takes a very long time, because that process takes a lot of time. Purification takes a lot of time.
तब तक फिर सोल कहाँ पे रहता है?
In the soul world.
Soul world.
Yes.
Just roaming here and there.
Meeting its friends and say, hey, तूने मुझे मर्डर किया था पिछले lifetime में. Hey, तूने मुझे बहुत खिलाया था. So in the soul world, all souls are friends, basically.
एक यही इमेज के ऊपर मैं आपको पूछना चाहूंगा कि आपने 5 ग्लासेस दिखाए. What is the meaning of that? There is any story?
There is no story. That is how I understand कि वो glass is temporary. That glass is temporary. उसमें क्या आ रहा है? The soul energy, which is like the liquid, and the juice is, what we are receiving in this lifetime. So we are receiving good times, bad times. We are adding to trauma. We are adding to, happiness, joy, peace, anger. All those are different flavors we are adding. When the time comes, that glass breaks, the body dies. When the body dies, ये जो mixture था, this mixture goes back into where it belongs. That is the higher soul, जो आत्मा है. That higher soul is preserved as if in that jar. वो higher soul उधर है. तो वहाँ पे जो है, every lifetime आके वो नया 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 कुछ लाके उसमें add कर रहे. That becomes संचित कर्मा.
Okay. नए पर्सपेक्टिव पे मैं आपको लेके जाना चाहूँगा. जब से हमारा बर्थ होता है तो डेथ तक एक क्वेश्चन हमेशा हमारे साथ में आता है. What is the purpose of my life and what is the goal of my soul?
Very good. The goal of the soul is the purpose of life. ठीक है, क्योंकि सोल ही हमारे, आई एम नॉट द बॉडी. अगर मैं आपको बोलूं कि आपका सर हिलाओ, आप हिला रहे हो, यू मूविंग योर हेड. आई से हु इज मूविंग द हेड? You will say, I am moving the head, right? Who is the I? Is the body I? If the body was I, then you would have said, my body is moving the head. But you didn't say my body is moving the head. So that means the I is different from the body.
Okay.
Now if I say, think of your happiest moment, you are thinking. Now I say, how are you feeling? You say, very good. I said, who is thinking? You say, I am thinking. If you are the body, then you would have said, my body is thinking. But you are saying, I am thinking. That means that I and the body. So my thought and my body is different. I and my thought is different.
I and my thoughts are different.
Yeah, because thoughts are the product of I. I am thinking. So the thinking, those thoughts are the product of I. But I am not the body. Right? How are you feeling thinking about it? I'm feeling very happy. If you were the body, you would have said, my body is very happy. That means I is different from the body. So who is that I?
Okay.
I is that soul who is running the body.
Means technically, if we say that we are surpassing the body and we are just connecting to the soul.
Body is just, you see, you live in a house, rented house. So everything that you do, it is you who is doing, decorating the house or dismantling or whatever. The house is not doing anything. House is acting as you are making it do.
Okay.
So that is what the soul is. So it is the soul that decides whether you will die, whether you will take birth, whether you will go through sufferings, whatever.
हमने बात की थी अभी कि जब हमें मोक्ष मिलता है,
Yes.
उसके बाद क्या होता है?
Uske baad, the soul goes back to the soul world and remains there till it is again ready to come back, because there are almost 8 billion souls now. So there is a queue. Who will come first? Who will come later? So we are very, very lucky that we got the opportunity to come here to work out our karmas. There are so many souls waiting. They're not getting an opportunity. आपको जॉब मिलेगा तभी ना आपका अर्निंग होगा. इट्स अ अर्थली जॉब दैट वी हैव गॉट. इससे अगर हम अच्छा अर्निंग करें, then we are getting the profit and benefit. The soul is getting it. So then we have to wait. फिर से जब जॉब मिलेगा, then again we will come on earth and we will again earn.
ओके. थोड़ा-सा मैं टॉपिक को चेंज करूँगा. स्पिरिचुअली वे अगर मैं आई एम थिंकिंग कि जो मेरे लाइफ चैलेंजेस है
Mm,
और जो मेरे रिलेशनशिप्स है,
mm,
उसके जो मेरे बैड पैचेस है,
mm.
इसको कैसे हैंडल?
Okay, that's a nice question. So we are in the soul world. In the soul world, all souls are friends. So suppose one soul comes and tells the other soul, see, I have lot of negative karmas to work out. Will you help me clear this off in the birth that I will take? So the friend soul says, okay, fine, I'll help you, but what do I have to do? So this soul says, okay, I will be born as a man, you be born as a woman, and we are born in two different countries, and then we meet in college, then we fall in love, and then we get married, and then first 5 years are very nice, rosy, or first 3 years are very good, and then we start having differences, rifts, and it goes on to the worst situation where we want to kill each other and take revenge and this and that, and finally you kill me or murder me. When I go through all that suffering, I have worked out my karma. So the other soul says, okay, fine, I'll help you. And then it goes as per the plan, soul plan, right? Now, in this thing, one more thing I will tell you. The friend soul who is finally killing is creating new karma for himself or herself.
Oh,
Okay, so that it is very, very something to be alert of.
means helping is not good.
Not helping is not good. You have to be very matured how to help. For example, it rarely happens that I have to scold my children, but sometimes once in a blue moon, when I get really angry with something, they have not eaten properly and they are avoiding dinner for 3-4 days, and I really get angry, then I give them one warning. I say, don't push me to create new karma by scolding you. So the moment I say, they start eating. So I've prevented creating any karma for myself, and I've also handled the situation. So in that soul world, then it's called a soul contract. The soul contracts happen. We all have soul contracts. So when somebody comes and does a very terrible thing to you, okay, cheats you or insults you or does something bad to you, usually people will say, oh, he's so bad, he's so like this, right? But we thank that soul very gracefully. We thank that soul, thank you for neutralizing my negative karma, my past negative karma, because when I've gone through that suffering, that soul has helped me to neutralize that particular karma. So we do a forgiveness prayer with that soul, where we harmonize the energy so that there's no ill feeling, soul to soul. there's no ill feeling. We bless the soul and we let the soul go off from our life. So people who
Okay.
have actually harmed and hurt and injured, they are actually your true soul friends. On earth, you might not realize, but they are actually your true soul friends.
Again, two questions. As we discussed about the soul plan.
Yes.
So, is it a plan of God?
Okay, very good question. No, God does not direct us anything. When the soul is ready to take birth, the soul will sit with the Lipikas, who are the lords of karmas, with the Akashic record. And they will say, why do we come on earth? Very first question would be that. We come to earth because we need to learn the lessons of the earth, right? So those lessons, just as you can see, like just a child goes to a school, learns lessons, passes out and all. So we come here to learn life lessons. Two ways we can work out our karmas. One is do more good and generate good karma. Reduce your negative to reduce your negative karma. So when we do that, just like you see, karma means you are the maker of your life. The
Hmm.
more good that you do, the more you are structuring your life properly. The less that you are doing negative karmas, you are again shaping it up properly. So what happens is, when they are sitting with the lipikas, then the lipika says, okay, you have already learned 1 2 3 4 5. Now you need to learn honesty, you need to learn patience, you need to learn 3 4 5, whatever. What would you like to do this lifetime? So the soul says, okay, I would like to learn honesty and patience. Okay, fine. Then you have 7 sets of parents in 7 different countries who will give you the environment and the situations where you can learn this lesson. It's like the child going to the school. Which school
Mhm.
will you send the child? So then the soul chooses the parents. When the soul chooses the parents, the soul is sent to that particular family, to that particular. And of course, those parents are prescribed as per the karmas so that they are similar. Okay,
Okay.
then the soul, when it gets into the body picks up the genes in that way because you've already
Mm-hmm.
chosen the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would rather ask one question to you. Do you think those parents, suppose honesty, would that set of parents be completely honest parents, semi honest parents, or dishonest parents?
Maybe semi-honest.
Okay, a nice try. Most probably those parents will be dishonest parents. Why?
Oh.
When I have to learn the lesson of honesty, I have to be in the worst of situation to go beyond it and learn honesty. So my parents will be then thieves and liars and all that. In that situation, when I go beyond it and I learn, my lesson is complete. I have passed out all the tests.
Mm.
So when in that situation, my wife or children are like so naughty, the children are so naughty that they don't allow you to sit for a minute. Intelligently, spiritual intelligence, if you apply, you will know you're learning the lesson of patience. It's nothing to do with the child. The moment you become patient as a soul, the child will just automatically, magically change and become a good boy.
One more question related to this only. If we broaden the meaning of relationship,
Hmm.
मतलब मैं उसमें पेरेंट्स को ऐड करूँगा, रिलेटिव्स, सिबलिंग्स और फ्रेंड्स को भी ऐड करूँगा,
Hmm.
तो इनका भी सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है?
यस, सब जो जो आपकी जिंदगी में आते हैं सबके साथ आपका सोल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है. Why are you meeting them? Why are they coming? Nothing is a coincidence. You have had a soul contract with everybody that at this point of time you will come into my life. आप एक cheating करके निकल जाओगे. He is a stranger to you on the physical world. Okay, you will be my brother or sister. You see, in the past, kings, they have been brothers who have killed each other for the throne. All soul contracts. But that doesn't mean that doing negative things was always a soul contract, because free will is something that, okay, if I'm not getting, then I will kill. God has not told you to kill. It's for your own desire you are doing the negative act. That you are doing with your free will. That is the freedom we have, that God has given us, that you can do anything with your free will.
जनरली हम लोग एक टॉपिक डिस्कस करते हैं कि जैसा कोई पर्सन जा रहा है, उसको किसी डॉग ने बाइट कर लिया और ऑब्वियसली उसकी डेथ हो गई एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम के बाद में। तो ये कहते हैं कि हाँ, उसका और वो डॉग का कुछ रिलेशनशिप था पहले, इसके वजह से उसके साथ में ये चीज़ हुई है।
सही बात है,
ओके।
एब्सोल्युटली।
डेस्टिनी की तरफ मैं आपको लेके जाऊँगा। डेस्टिनी को क्या हम चेंज कर सकते हैं हमारे कर्मा के थ्रू?
Good question. Definitely we can. First, let me tell you what is karma. So karma is basically, it can be individual karma, which depends on only me. It can be family karma. Jaise, I'll give you an example. A child is born in a family in which every generation there is a suicide that happens.
हुँ,
So that child has suicidal tendencies also, right? So that is not by coincidence. That was because of the family karma, that they are all born in the same family. Okay. Then there can be relationship karma. So in relationship karma, all the soul contracts that are there, because you had killed me last lifetime, so this lifetime I'm going to punish you. So they are bound, chained to each other. We say love binds, but hatred, anger, negativity chains you. So if there are chains, you are changed with other souls, you will have a relationship karma. Okay. Then there is group or collective karma. Why did only those people in the aircraft in Ahmedabad die? Why did one get out? She was not there. She had to go in that flight. She did not go by that flight because that group had a group karma that they had to face the death together in that same way. Okay. Then there is financial karma. So if we have lot of good financial, like we've helped a lot of people with money, people who are needy, donations, etc., etc., that particular soul will probably face no difficulty in finances. People think at times, "Arey, he is a poor boy. How did he win lottery and get so much money?" Because he has good financial karma. Just like this, he did not get. You create that karma, you will also get it. Okay. Then we have land karma. Why are we born in India, such a spiritual country? Because we are all, most of us are old souls. We are already into spirituality for many lifetimes. America, it's like all young souls are there in America. So in this way, land karma also prevails. Okay. Now, you asked me whether we can create our destiny. Suppose my life is like a field, if as you see in this slide, it's a field. In that field there are some trees, some bushes, some cactus, different kinds of. So as I'm walking through my life, somewhere I get some fruits from some trees, somewhere I get some flowers, somewhere maybe some vegetables, and most of the times maybe there are thorns and there are bushes and shrubs which are pricking me in my legs and hands and body. That is my life. So through that field, as I'm walking, I'm going through all that. That is what I was destined. That is why it is laid for me already. Can I change my destiny? What do? I get some good seeds of flowers and fruits and vegetables, and I keep planting them continuously. Okay, I'm doing good karma regularly and I'm planting those seeds. Within 6 months, 1 year, all those trees grow. Some start giving fruits, some flowers, some vegetables. And then I have an orchard of, as you can see, orchard of flowers, orchard of trees, orchard of good field. It becomes a beautiful garden. So then I'm walking in through that, I'm experiencing all that is good. That's because I planted those seeds. Those were not there. Destiny put me into this field of all rubbish and good. But I voluntarily planted it and I changed my life. So definitely with your karma, you can change your destiny.
एक नए टॉपिक के ऊपर जाते हैं हम, मैनिफेस्टेशन और उसको स्टार्ट करने की प्रोसेस कैसी है?
देखिए, मैनिफेस्टेशन लोग सोचते हैं कि एक फ़ोटो लगा दूँ, जैसे सीक्रेट में पड़ा है, उसको रोज़ देखूँ और मैनिफेस्ट हो जाएगा। एक्चुअली रियली मैनिफेस्टेशन डज़ नॉट हैपन लाइक दैट। इनफैक्ट मैं जो टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में लिखती हूँ, मेरा 5 आर्टिकल्स है ऑन मैनिफेस्टेशन। इन दैट क्लियरली आई हैव रिटन हाउ यू कैन मैनिफेस्ट विथ व्हाट आर द मेथड्स। Mainly, manifestation deals with your entitlement. Karmically, karma के हिसाब से अगर if you are entitled, you will get what you want. If you do not have adequate good karmas, no matter how many pictures you put or how you change your home, nothing will happen. You will not get it. So the main bottom line is karma, number one. For positive manifestation, there could be negative manifestation also. I'll give you example of my manifestation. When I was a child, I have been through a lot of traumatic incidents in my childhood, starting from the time I was born. So when I was around 4 5 years old, I had only a diary in which I used to write whatever. I think 6 years old. I used to write, I want to die. I want, maybe I'm a burden to this world. Maybe a snake bites me, or I go through fire, or I have cancer. That time Anand Cinema आए थे, तो मैं वो देखती थी, and then I would write in that I'm in my terminal stage of cancer, and my parents are loving me. My parents are giving me attention. The parents are, caring for me. ऐसा मैं लिखती थी, and I used to dream that they are giving me attention when the last stage of my life has come. ये मैं बहुत काफ़ी देर तक ऐसा ऐसा किया. Then I forgot as I grew up with everything else. Then when I was, diagnosed with terminal cancer, and in that almost that same thing, that you are going to die, you cannot live. Suddenly I remembered, Hurry, this I used to write in my childhood. This I used to want in my childhood. That is what has manifested. So when we wish, our wishes should be done very, very carefully, what we are wishing for. We do not sometimes understand the consequences of it, but you never know when your wish is fulfilled. At that point of time, maybe you don't want that. So manifestation happens, of course, with our desires. How it happens? When you are thinking something, one thought energy is created. The more number of times you are thinking, you are adding more energy to it. So a plasma body, a ball of energy, the more energy it becomes dense, dense, dense. And when it becomes very dense, it becomes a physical ball. Right?
Okay.
So it manifests in the physical world. पर वो जो एनर्जी आप ऐड कर रहे हो, उसमें बेसिक मटेरियल अगर नहीं है, गुड कर्मास अगर नहीं है, आप अमीर बनना चाहो फिर भी आप अमीर नहीं बनोगे. So that is why we need to constantly keep generating good karma, giving, helping people, being nice, loving kindness, then, non-stealing, being honest. ये सारी चीज़ें हमारी ज़रूरत है. कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग जब तक नहीं हमारी पूरा तरीके से होगा, तब तक we will not be able to manifest. Choti choti cheezein you can manifest. Oh, I want to get a bus. You get a bus because we do have some good karma stored in our sanchita karma. So that will help you to manifest. But the more if our karmic bank balance is heavy, high, lots of balance we have of good karmas, anytime you want, you can put an karmic ATM card and withdraw some amount, and you can buy whatever you want to buy. And that is what exactly we do as Arhatic Yogi practitioners, which is a part of pranic healing when you go in the higher levels. So that is what we do. We try to create so much of karmic balance, good karmic balance, that our guru has given us a karmic, ATM card, which we just encash and withdraw some good karma, and we manifest what we want. So this everybody can do, provided you have a balance.
Okay. हम आगे थोड़ा सा सनातन की तरफ बढ़ेंगे, लेकिन उसके पहले मुझे एक चीज़ आपसे पूछनी है, जो एक्चुअली मुझे पहले पूछनी चाहिए थी लेकिन दिमाग से निकल गई थी, कि अगर मुझे खुद को सेल्फ क्योर करना है, सेल्फ हील करना है, तो मैं कैसे कर सकता हूँ?
वेरी गुड. मैंने जो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, नेचर हील्स अस. सो द बेस्ट वे ऑफ हीलिंग इज, नंबर वन, stop thinking negative, stop feeling negative, stop doing negative. The more negative balances you are reducing, your body will start healing. Right? Second is, you increase your positivity. Like, for example, we have Ayurveda in our country. What is Ayurveda? Ayurveda teaches us that our body is made of 5 elements. And those elements, for example, jiska fire element zyada hai body mein, that person will go through a lot of acidity all the time. So when that person comes to know that, okay, I am having acidity because of the fire element, then he will have more of water element. He will reduce fire element. The products that we are eating, the products that we are having, he will reduce which increases the fire element. So your body heals like that. Third is, nature heals your body. Fourth is when you're doing things good, the moment, things which you love to do, if you are constantly sourcing that positive energy, it starts healing you. And the last thing is you be in a place which has lot of divine energy, automatically it will start healing you.
ओके, तो हम थोड़ा सा सनातन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं। जनरली कहा जाता है कि 30 कोटि भगवान है, एंड वी डोंट सी एनीथिंग लाइक दिस इन सम अदर रिलीजन आल्सो। तो ऐसा क्यों है?
Yes, that's a good question, because most of my foreign delegates ask me that how is it in Hinduism you have so many gods and goddesses. So I'll explain it to you, maybe through my slide. If you see in this, even Ma Durga was, she had so many weapons, but here it is, I am Mondrita, I am playing the role of a wife, so my husband calls me wife. I am playing the role of a mother, so my children call me mother. I am playing the role of a spiritual disciple, so I am called a student. The guru calls, okay, you are my shishya. I am a counselor, so my client calls me, as a counselor. Life coach, corporate trainer, whatever I am actually the same person doing all these things. So I'm playing different roles. No matter, each role may be a different, have a different name. In one it may have the name of mother, in one it may have the name of daughter, in one it may have the name of wife, but I am the same. So Parabrahman, who is the supreme being in Sanatan Dharma, he is the only God that exists in this dharma. But what happened, due to many things? For example, earlier when the priests were educated, normal commoners were not educated, they would not understand. So the priest would explain to them. Sometimes the priest would demand, money from them, that if you don't do this, God is saying, you will, he'll punish you, etc. In all those things, what happened? Fragmented way, people started worshipping, creating their own role. Okay, I need money, I will pray to Lakshmi. I need to get wisdom, I pray to Ganesha. I need power, I pray to Durga. I need love, I pray to Krishna. So it is we who have fragmented God, and we are only worshipping and connecting to those roles of the supreme God, which has created so many roles. So we think there are so many gods, but actually there is one God whom we have forgotten. Today nobody worships Parabrahman, but they are actually worshipping only those roles of God. That is the point.
हम कहते हैं कि 3 मेन भगवान हम कह सकते हैं, ब्रह्मा, विष्णु और महेश। तो इनका मीनिंग क्या है?
Okay. As you see in this slide, that through white light passes through a prism, and it breaks into 3 primary colors: the RGB, red, green, and blue. So, just like white light, God's universal energy, which is pure energy, when it comes through the atmosphere, gets onto earth in the human kingdom, it splits into 3 different energies. Let me explain in a different way. Suppose you want to start a business. So what you will do, you will collect money as capital. You will collect information from internet, that what is the demand, what product should I sell, or what should I manufacture, what is the demand, supply, all that thing. And when you are satisfied, then what you do, then you invest that money and create your company and you start your work. So you employ some people, those people start working for you. You love your company, you love those workers who are working for you, and the money, when it comes back with profit, maybe you roll it. So you keep rolling, you add more capital. As it rolls, as it goes, you are protecting your company, you're preserving your business, and you're operating. Then as it expands, maybe 1 or 2 negative elements come, who are like spreading corruption in your company. You would really not want corruption in your company. So what you would do, you would fire them, retrench them, and eliminate them. When they are eliminated, First of all, to eliminate them, you might have to give compensation. You might have to, they will create a lot of problem. You have to scold them. You have to. So it is a small little argument or war, mini war. You have to go and then you retrench them. But once they are gone, you are at peace. You are happy. You are joyous. That peace is restored in your company, in your world, and everybody is in harmony. Same happens with God's company. When the creator aspect of God, which is called Brahma, so in the word God, G-O-D, the entire Hinduism is, or Sanatan Dharma is hiding. G in God would stand for generator or creator, which is Brahma. O would stand for operator or protector or preserver, who is Vishnu. D would stand for destroyer of evil. People do this mistake. They think Shiva is a destroyer god. Shiva is not a destroyer god. Shiva is, he is doing constructive reconstruction. So he is destroying to reconstruct only the evil, right? Now, when Brahma wants to create, he also needs information. There was no internet then. Where does he get it from? So he falls back on his wife, Saraswati, who is the goddess of knowledge. She gives the knowledge to him. Then comes the role of Vishnu, who is operating and taking care of the world. Now, to run the world also, he needs wealth. Where does it come from? His wife, Lakshmi, who provides wealth to him. Then comes the third role, where there are extremists and terrorists. So where, Shiva doesn't want this to destroy the entire earth. So he needs to retrench them, destroy them, destroy their form. So that is a war. And for the war, you need power. Who gives that? His wife Parvati, the goddess of power. So this is how the whole of humanity works. And that is why the role of Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma is very important. But this is not just a story. It is there within us. When we take birth, the Brahma aspect of God is working. We are created. Right? We have got a form. Creation has happened. So first few years, there is creation happening. The child is learning new things. The child is picking up. The creation is extending in that. Then comes the middle stage, where the child has gone into, middle age, or has got a job. It is stabilization. Then you need what? To maintain your life, to operate, to maintain, to preserve, to protect yourself, your family. You are using the Vishnu aspect of God at that point of time in your life. At the end, when you reach Vanaprastha, when you retire, then you renounce your worldly life, you move into spirituality. What are you doing? You think of all the mistakes that you have done. You are then purifying yourself and eliminating all those negative habits from yourself. You are using the Shiva aspect of yourself in your life. So everything that is there in Sanatan Dharma is related to us, but nobody explains it to us properly. That is why we do not understand. We think it is only story.
I also misunderstood Shiva. That in my initial childhood, I was told that Shiva is a destroyer. So I was a bit away from Shiva. Then someone told me that Shiva is a guru of Yama. So I was scared.
Very nice. So you see, this is called the Trinity of God. So as you see over here, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and another thing also, if you see, that they are male energy, but they cannot function fully without the feminine energy. That is why only a man and a woman together can procreate a baby. Two men who are in love and married cannot create. Two female men in love and married cannot create. It has to be the yang and the yin, the two types of energies merging with each other, complementary to each other, which can have creation. Then the Brahma aspect happens. So this is there in other religions also. If you see, in Christianity, it is called God the Father, God the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Egyptian tradition, it is called Osiris, Isis, and Horus. In Chinese also, you will see the three men. In Islam also, it is told Al-Aziz, Al-Malik, and Al-Salam. And of course, in Judaism also it is there. So it is there in all religions, only it is not explained in maybe in the universal way. In spiritual science, it is called divine light, divine love, and divine power. Divine light is knowledge. Knowledge is enlightenment. That is power. That is light. Divine love, love aspect. Anywhere you have love, whatever you love, you will preserve it. You will protect it. That is the love aspect of God. And power is the willpower that we have, the willpower to destroy all that is negative in myself and in my life. That is the willpower.
We discuss about Shiva and Shakti.
Mm.
Shiva is consciousness and Shakti is the power, the
Mm.
energy.
Mm.
तो अगर इनको मुझे बैलेंस करना है
Mm.
तो कैसे कर सकते हैं?
देखिए, शिवा शक्ति में शिवा एक्चुअली मीन्स प्योर यूनिवर्सल एनर्जी, बिकॉज दैट इज पुरुषा. Purusha is pure energy with consciousness. Okay. Shakti means matter. Mother Earth is matter. So goddess is matter. So when there is a combination of this pure energy, when it condenses as per quantum physics, when it condenses, it forms into matter. So matter has Shiva energy. Shiva energy condensed can become matter or Shakti energy. Right? And because Shakti is matter, only a woman can give birth to a baby. A man cannot. Because pure energy cannot form matter. A matter can form matter.
Okay.
Right? So what happens is Shiva and Shakti together. Again, I will give you an example that you will see in a Shiva Lingam, you will see there is a snake on top. That snake symbolizes the Shakti energy, which in spiritual terms is called Kundalini. Kundalini is nothing but a 3.5 coiled snake at the bottom of our spine. That is the feminine sleeping energy. Okay. Spiritual spine I'm talking about. So what happens when we meditate? The pure Shiva energy comes from heaven, it goes down, it mixes with the Kundalini, and then both of them start rising together. When that feminine energy is awakened, feminine energy is the energy of manifestation. You can manifest a house on earth, not in space. You can manifest a job on earth, not in space. You can manifest a baby on earth, not there. So only matter, when you are close to matter, when you're connected to matter, when you have matter energy, Shakti energy, then only you can manifest. That is why all saints all over the world are running after enlightenment, illumination, because they want to awaken the matter energy, Kundalini energy, so that it can help them manifest whatever they want. So if you see the Vishnu sleeping under the snake, it is the Kundalini energy awakened. If you see even a Ganesha, he wears a belt. His Kundalini energy has risen till the navel chakra. Okay. Then if you see the dragon in the, in Chinese tradition, the dragon actually symbolizes Kundalini. Whereas in the Western zone, the dragon is like with two wings. It is different, but it is both are Kundalini energy. Then if you also see in Cleopatra, you will see she wears a snake here on the forehead. So her Kundalini has risen till the Ajna chakra. That is what the meaning is.
In simple term, we can say that our monkey bone is the base of our body.
Yes, you can say, but it is not the physical bone. Yes,
that's true.
Yes, it has got
last chakra.
Yes, correct.
Mantras पे आऊँगा मैं.
अच्छा.
What is the meaning of mantra and what is the difference between mantra and shloka?
Very good question. Okay, mantra is basically tuning into certain sound energies. Mantra, if a person does not chant in the proper pronunciation, then it will have no effect. So when suppose I am chanting Lakshmi, mantra properly, it is tuning into the prosperity and abundance energy of the universe and bringing down that energy. When I am chanting, for example, Shiva energy, it increases my willpower. When I am chanting Krishna mantra or Rama, for example, Krishna mantra, it brings the love energy into me. The love aspect I keep on absorbing. When Rama energy, when I'm chanting Rama, then I am getting justice energy. I will not do anything wrong. I will be fair. So each and every mantra has a meaning. So if anybody says, you chant this mantra, you will do fine. No, that's a mistake. It may be harmful for me. Too much of everything is also bad. Lack of everything is also not right. So I must know what mantra do I need to balance myself. If it is balancing me, I should chant that mantra in the proper procedure. And also, there are times when you should chant, whether it is early morning, whether it is evening. There are certain mantras which you should not chant, in the at night, because after that your body will sleep. So it awakens you and
Mm-hmm.
energizes you too much that you will not get sleep. You will go through insomnia. So one must understand, know them, and then chant mantras. This is about mantras. Shlokas are in paragraph forms, which like Ramayana, Gita, like Mahabharata. Those are in paragraph forms, which are telling stories. So you get to know about the stories. Now in mantra, one more thing I would like to tell you: a newborn baby. There is a name ceremony that happens in our Sanatan Dham,
Hmm.
Namkaran, right?
Correct.
Why? Because whatever name is given to that child, everybody is going to call that body by that name. So it's like everybody is calling a mantra and the baby is absorbing that energy.
Oh.
So you see, nobody will name a child Rakshas. Nobody will name a child Yamdut. But people will name a child Narayan, Hari, Lakshmi, so that those energies come.
इसीलिए काफ़ी बार ऐसा होता है कि कार्तिकेय भी नाम अवॉइड किया जाता है।
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? The funny thing, a few years back when I was researching on names, I wanted to know the real meaning of my name because my parents had said that they got this name from one poem of Ravindranath Tagore. So when I found out, I realized that the source is Arabic and it means a warrior princess. So I realized, oh my God, all my life I have been a warrior princess like, Lakshmi Bai. I've been fighting wars and I'm trying to win those wars. So appropriate.
अगेन मैं आपको इसके ऊपर एक पूछूंगा कि क्या मंत्रा को हम एज अ हीलिंग प्रैक्टिस यूज कर सकते हैं?
Definitely. Definitely. For example, एक इंसान जो बहुत इनसिक्योर है, डर है, इनसिक्योरिटी है, तभी अगर वो रामा मंत्र या हनुमान मंत्र, बिकॉज हनुमान जी इज ऑल्सो टेकिंग द एनर्जी ऑफ रामा, वो रेगुलर अगर चांट करे, उनका इनसिक्योरिटी का जो नेगेटिव एनर्जी है, दैट रामा मंत्र और दैट मंत्र ऑफ हनुमान विल कम, दोज एनर्जीज विल कम, इट विल डिसइंटीग्रेट ऑल द इनसिक्योरिटीज एंड फियर एनर्जी, and it will, his body mind will be filled up with that security energy. Definitely it heals. So but you have to know which mantra to chant properly. Like for example, we do one mantra which is called Lakshmi Gayatri mantra. People think Gayatri mantra, we do one which is combined with Lakshmi and Gayatri both. So that has a different purpose. Each mantra has a different purpose.
अगर जनरल प्रैक्टिस करनी है मुझे मंत्रस की, तो ऐसे कौन से मंत्र है कि जो हमें चांट करनी चाहिए?
देखिए उसके लिए आई थिंक ऑफ कोर्स इफ यू आर क्रिएटिव, आप सरस्वती मंत्र करो. इफ यू आर इनटू दैट प्रोफेशन, that is what will help you. If you are into business, then you do Lakshmi mantra. If you go through lot of misunderstandings and people misjudge you, chant Rama mantra. Again I said insecurity may also you can do it. If you experience lot of relationship issues, go chant Krishna mantra. And if you want everything combined, khichdi, which will give you everything, chant Om, the safest. It will work because energy has consciousness. So it will work wherever there is lack, it will work with you over there. It will not do any mistake. It has more power than any powers we have. So Om is the safest. I have done some sessions on mantras. In that separate sessions I've done one on Om, one on, so in that I have told specifically explaining what are the benefits, what are the pitfalls, everything I've explained. So out of that, yes, Om is the safest and universal mantra.
Safest and universal.
Yes.
Okay. So this was our podcast.
Yes.
अगेन आई हैव टू क्वेश्चंस, बट
Okay.
उसके पहले मुझे आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ कि डू यू वांट टू ऐड समथिंग दैट वी हैव मिस्ड आउट?
Yeah, you have not missed out, but I would like to add a little thing because we are dealing with Sanatan Dharma. So I would like to just talk about a little about Sanatan Dharma because there are so many things that we do not know. For example, if you see the slide, that children are touching the feet and taking parents' blessings. The Shishya is taking blessings of the Guru. What is basically happening? It's healing happening. It is energy transference. Guru has all the best of energies. So Guru's energies are passing on to that child. Same, parents' energies are flowing to the child. There is energy transference. Unknowingly, there's healing happening. Again, if you see the man in the, near that Tulsi area, just praying. Now, what does Tulsi do as Ayurvedic plant? What it does is it emits lot of positive energy, cuts short all negative energies. Okay. So when that small lamp is lit in the evening, it works like a sun, mini sun. What does sun do? Sun burns out all that is unwanted, all that is bad. Sun gives energy of life. Sun gives energy of happiness, peace. If you see in the West, England and all, people are depressed because they don't see sunlight for 6 months. So sun is the core energy source of the earth. So we create a small sun. When a man comes back from work, tired, full of frustration, stress, maybe some little anger, when he passes the courtyard, stops there to just pray, and then enters the house, that little sun has burnt out all his stresses, frustration, anger. And the Tulsi has filled his aura with those positive, calm, peaceful energy. So he's
Oh,
healed and he walks in.
nice.
Now, if you see name ceremony, I've also already told you. Think about that newborn baby. When a baby is born, the chakras of the baby, there, we get some zodiacs, right? Somebody is Libra, somebody is Scorpion. What really happens? There are these stars in the universe which are constellations. These constellations belong to one of the zodiacs, or they are named after the zodiacs because of their properties, because those have certain energies. So if a baby is born under a certain constellation, the chakras absorb that energy. For example, suppose the baby is born and there is Jupiter nearby, it's getting the Jupiter energy. Jupiter is the energy of Guru, which is counseling, teacher. If he goes into profession which has teaching, counseling, he will do very well because that energy is filled in him. Whereas, suppose the energy of Saturn was not there, it was far away. His lack of Saturn, he will not be spiritual. So, in this way, even the universal constellations, right from the moment we were born, they are acting on our physical body, mental body, emotional body, and other bodies. Okay. And if you see these last two, three images, the lady who is getting married, the sindoor being put on her forehead, how did it start? It started with these tribals, the tribal head. Whenever he would like a woman, he would take his knife, cut off, in the forehead.
Oh,
It would bleed. It would
mm-hmm.
become a mark, the permanent mark. It would become. Everybody seeing that lady would know this. She belongs to the head. Nobody would eye on her, right? So gradually, that red blood cut moved up, and it became a part of our married culture. Whenever you have it, a woman has it, other men get to know she belongs to someone, so we are not going to look at her. What happens when the husband dies? Then people remove that. Why? Basically, the idea was that the woman becomes available again. Whether you marry or remarry, that's a different thing. But it represents I'm available for remarriage. For example, I still wear it because I just want to belong to my husband. I don't want to belong to anybody else. So I still wear. So this is Sanatan Dharma. Everything that we do, even the on the feet in Rajasthan that they wear, that is the symbol of chaining women. You are not going to work outside. You are not going to go outside and do anything. All whether it is cutting wood or whether it is whatever, you have to be in home. They used to chain. That has become a fashion thing today. So in this way, and the red white bangle, if you see, the red was original shell. Shell keeps your mind calm. Women need to be calm as they are mothers. So Bengali women used to wear the shell bangle, and the red used to be coral. Coral helps the body to recover from excessive blood loss. Women lose blood, so the coral when we would wear, it would help us, in that. And the iron bangle that they wear, women always have iron deficiency, so that is why the iron was worn. So everything that we do in this country, there is a reason, there is a scientific reason, there is a logic, there is a rationality why we are doing it. We are unfortunate that we do not know it. With this, I would like to end my talk, introducing Sanatan Dharma as a universal dharma to this world.
Nice. Now my two questions, last two questions.
Yes.
How do you find my energy? And second thing, is there any deficiency of particular energy, or कोई ऐसी energy है जो properly balanced है?
You have a very balanced energy, number one. You have lot of the earth element in you is quite high. Earth element makes you stable, grounded. You don't take any decision abruptly. You're not impulsive. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, true.
You are loving, kind, compassionate, but your expression is not 100%. That is, you express, but in a moderated form. You have a lovely aura. You have good karmas. Your spiritual body is also quite, and your soul is matured soul. I think that's what.
ओके, सो ये हमारा एक पॉडकास्ट था, टोटली एक अलग टॉपिक. कुछ टॉपिक ऐसे रहते हैं कि जो एक जेनरिक सेंस रहता है कि हाँ ये पता है, लेकिन इसके बारे में मुझे थोड़ा पता था. आपसे मिला, मैं डिस्कस किया, देन आई केम टू नो दिस इज अ वेरी वास्ट टॉपिक. आई थॉट कि हाँ चलो ये हो जाएगा हमसे टॉपिक, लेकिन फिर बाद में पता चला कि नहीं यार, 10 क्वेश्चन निकाले, 15 क्वेश्चन निकाले, करते करते 30 क्वेश्चन तक आए हम. सो स्टिल देयर आर मेनी क्वेश्चन इन माय माइंड. ऑब्वियसली हम और किसी एपिसोड में हम इसको कवर करेंगे.
Sure.
अलग कुछ पैटर्न में हम इसको कवर करेंगे.
Sure.
आपको कैसा लगा ये?
बहुत अच्छा लगा. इसलिए आई विल टेल यू दैट यू आर डूइंग अ वेरी गुड जॉब in being a channel to let the world know what is good, what is, जो चीज़ें लोगों तक पहुँचती नहीं है. There are so many things to share with the public which many people cannot. They are limited, but you are doing that for them. Spreading knowledge, spreading goodness, which is a very, very healthy and wholesome thing.
थैंक यू सो मच. सो थैंक यू सो मच वंस अगेन.
Thank
आप यहाँ
you.
पे आए, काफ़ी एक अच्छा नॉलेज दिया, एंड हम फिर से मिलेंगे और
जरूर.
अलग टॉपिक पे डिस्कस करेंगे.
Sure. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. God bless you.
सो दोस्तों, आपको ये पॉडकास्ट काफ़ी अच्छा लगा होगा. आपने यहाँ तक देखा है, मतलब आपको ये अच्छा ही लगा है. ये वीडियो को हर वो पर्सन के साथ शेयर कीजिए जिसको इसकी ज़रूरत है, और टेक्निकली देखा जाए तो हर एक को ज़रूरत है. हमने एक कोशिश की है कि हीलिंग क्या है और हीलिंग वर्ल्ड क्या है ये जानने की कोशिश की है. शायद तक कि ये वीडियो के थ्रू भी हीलिंग स्प्रेड हो सकती है. सो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा, मैक्सिमम लोगों के साथ ये वीडियो शेयर कीजिए और हीलिंग को भी स्प्रेड कीजिए. ऐसे ही अच्छे गेस्ट को लाने के लिए प्लीज़ हमें गेस्ट के डिटेल्स शेयर कीजिए, डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में कंप्लीट डिटेल्स दी है, वो फॉर्म को फिलअप करके प्लीज़ हमें इन्फॉर्म कीजिए। और वंस अगेन थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो। जय हिंद।